Hey, you tourists, it's your boy Domination. This is back at the base of the Chugga the Deuce. Is how we do Texas, baby. And today's top of the Chugga the Deuce is how we do Texas, baby. And again. Again. Man, I does back. You know what it is, know what it is, know what it is. And real men rise up, fake men rise down. Real women rise up, fake women rise down. Practice what I preach and preach on. And today's I want to talk about today's topic. What I want to talk about today is I really want to talk about this, man. I know I'm not gonna talk about racism no more, but I need to talk about it because it still man is an issue. You know what's really sad about all this? I'm gonna tell you what's sad. You got a two types of group of people. People supposed to be equal to everybody, right? You got to be equal to a white person. A white person got to be equal to a black person. But here's one problem. There's some other group of people felt like, well, we're different. Yeah, we're different. I give you that. Different backgrounds, different culture differences, different certain system belief. Oh yeah, from Democrats, Republicans, even liberals. I know that. But here's one problem. There's all different parts of people around the world. And this is why colorism, I ain't gonna lie, colorism did a good job to our nation and everybody else. Colorism did a good job to my folks. Oh yeah, it did a good job to whites. I ain't gonna lie to you. And don't get mad, don't get upset. Understand the mindset, the way they was taught from their parents. This is why people need to accept people as human beings. I don't care if there's Satanism. I don't care if they're Christianity. I don't care if they're gay. I don't care if they're a female. I don't care if they're men. I don't care if it's young and old. We need to accept people as human beings. If you're not accepting ways of people human beings, you're not gonna accept a human being and way of human life. That you don't have no respect for yourself and anybody else. The ones who people that want to be ignorant. I don't believe in racism in the first place, and I'm gonna tell you why. I believe in colorism and I believe in hateism. People taught to hate the other groups, and other groups hate other groups because they feel like they come from different concept of certain color of the skin. Yeah, the scientific of it. Now don't get me wrong. They put the Europeans on top and put the blacks, the African blacks on the bottom. See, they did a good job. They know exactly what they were doing. And they know it ain't about that because I had a picture. But I'm gonna download this because this is how whites look when in their early years. This is how they look in their early years. How they used to be as Europeans in the early days, in the cave days. But they look like dark Europeans with the dark European feature of color with dark brown hair and light blue eyes. They do look like that. They do look like that. They look like the indigenous people. They look like our color. But instead, they're saying, well, you got to be this color to be reddish or pale or quote unquote fair skin, they believe. The fair skin is talking about smooth as measure and flexible skin. That's what they're talking about. Anybody can have a fucking smooth skin, but that's not enough. But here's the other side. People think when it comes to be black, where is black? Just like where is white. Here's another problem. They teach not only whites to be in superior, they teach blacks to be inferior. And that's sad, is it? It had blackened out for your sins. It had nothing to do because you're dark. Don't believe anything what Europeans say because they full of shit. And even whites will tell you in a minute that's not true. That's not true that whites think they superior. Some of them do think like that. Some whites think they're inferior, like black people do. You got black people think they superior and think they're inferior. That don't make no damn sense, is it? And they do that to each other in their own damn groups. But the only difference is, black people we do harm each other, then our own it won't do it, us any no good. But everybody else we won't do it to. Now white people, if they get mad for other whites, they wouldn't want nothing to do with them. They really like that. Not all, but some of them are like that. I don't buy in this superior and inferior shit because all superior is you're better than other groups. Inferior means you can't compete with other groups. That's what they're saying. The economical ladder and the social uh, dynamic, redynamic ladder. That's what they're talking about. See, that's how bullshit it is. They put as a human skull for Europeans and put a monkey skull. See, that's why they use that word monkey. They call a black person or a damn or a dark skinned person calling them monkey or ape. All monkey is you act like a monkey. You act like an idiot. You act like a funny, a dumbass can't take anything serious. Why you think they said no monkey business? They know damn well there were white European monkeys as well, just like there are black monkeys. They trying to be funny. I mean, I just laugh. Some of them actually believe that the AIDS infested what it started at from a monkey blood to a damn African having sex with a fucking monkey. They translate the monkey blood to an African blood. You see how stupid that shit is? Whites actually believe that. Whoever who think that shit, then you need your ass whooped. Because you know damn well that's not true. It costs a fucking vaccine. And how many group of partners and group of scription and script and monoscriptment of drugs that you had to cause HIV and AIDS. Make that clear. When you hear somebody said this, clear the answer to this because you need to be clearable about it because there are a lot of motherfucking idiots running around here really think like that. I don't want to hear this bullshit no more. Cause I know it's not true. There's AIDS over there in Europe. They won't say about that. But they'll say something about AIDS in Africa. They'll say it in a minute. Yeah, there's AIDS everywhere. There's AIDS in fucking China. All I'm saying is to regard yourself, protect yourself. Doesn't matter who color you is. We all bleed red. And once people need to start saying this, Fox News need to start saying this, CNN need to start saying this. They won't do it. They just do what they told and just say, you know what, we're different. Yeah, we're different. Who doesn't don't fucking know that? I even realized that everybody got a different part of culture as everyone else. From Asian culture to black culture to white culture. Everybody, even Latino and Middle East, everybody has a different culture. Even from Cyprian Islanders. Yeah, everybody knows that. Everybody knows that, but you know how sad it is. It's sad, even Caribbean for islands. Everybody knows this. They all bleed red. From Pacific Islanders, from whites and blacks and Asian, the original race is the Caucasus race, is the Negro race, and the Mongol race. Who the Caucasus race? The Caucasus race is the people of Jacob. White people are the trial of the Jacob. Who the trial of him? It's the black people. It's the Negroid black people. From dark skinned people and light skinned or pale or red dish, that's white people right there. Quote unquote fair skin. Quote unquote fair my ass. People gotta be fair to everybody's skin is smooth. It's bullshit. They even believe that white people are the beautifulest race in the people in the fucking world. Every other race is beautiful. Yeah, they're beautiful, but they trying to say nobody can be more beautiful. Nobody can be close as God like they is. That's bullshit, and you know that. That's scientific racism right there. People need to study this. People need to study and stop worrying about what the motherfuckers think because they've been conditioned to think like that. And once they found out the hard way they've been lied to, they won't know what to do. That's why you hear racial terms like nigger and cracker. People need to look at these terms before they say it, before they don't even know what it means. Like Uncle Tom. People don't even know what Uncle Tom is about. Uncle Tom was a good person. It was Sambo was the one was turned against his own damn fucking people. It was Sambo. If you read the Uncle Tom's Cabin, it meant what the Uncle Tom. That's why I don't use the word Uncle Tom, because I know what it means when you say it. There's a lot of Sambos running around. Uncle Tom was a good person. He was trying to betray his own people, but he refused it. It was Sambo was the one who betrayed his own people because he wanted to stick with his own people, but he can't stand his own people. That's what that Uncle Tom Cabin was about. Like they saying orange is the new black. All orange is the new black is an Uncle Tom version of Cabin of Tipsy from the female version, black woman version, Uncle Tom. That's what it was. Look at how it portrays and it shows all that. Whites knew what the hell they're doing. They just do what they told. Even our people know what we're doing. And we still fall for this shit. All because of what? Because we're different from theirs. We bleed just as much as they do. We cry just as much as they do. We hurt just as much as they do. We going through the same struggle, man, as they do. But they look at that. If you're not going underwater and climbing mountains like they is, and go to the coldest blizzards are cold, then you're not gonna be considered what being white is. This is what they believe. Same thing. Our people do this. If you're not being black, it's being pro-black and anti-white. Just like you got pro-white and anti-black. It's the same fucking thing. That blacks got to be pitch black and jet black. But here's the problem: blacks do not look like that. There's black people who are dark, light skinned, red bone, yellow bone, and caramel. Come on, just like there are different shades for whites. Pink, melon, olive oil white, and then you got the dirty whites. Who are the dirty whites? It's the Irish, it's the Greeks, it's the Jews, it's Italians, and also for some most of all rednecks. Come on, everybody knows what it is, but nobody wants to say anything. That's why they come up with the Negro version of it, the white version of it, or white trash. They look like they just a lace of lump of trash of their skin, waste of skin. They look like trash. That's why they call them dirty whites. They will live in trailer parks. There's a certain whites they don't even like. Even white people say this. That's like the word nigger. Nigger is a word for dead. Trying to say black people are a dead race. We don't know who we are, where we come from, where our background is, where our struggle is. That's what they're saying. Think about when you hear these terms like that and figure out what it means when you say it, especially the word fag and queer. Fag meant that tree and branch don't go together. That's what they're saying. When you hear the word queer, you act like a girl. Start acting like a man. You act like a girl. Quit being a girl. You acting girlish. Start being a man. That's what they're saying. We just like bitch. Bitch means a female dog. She let every man run on into her, run a train on her. That's what a bitch means. Like a man whore mean he's a man. He being a whorish out of his life. All the females he slept. Got no respect for himself and no respect of ways of females. Just like a female have no respect for herself and don't respect for men. You see what I'm talking about when you hear these terms like this? This racism shit is just pure bullshit. That's all it is. It's colorism. That's the number one problem. Everybody can be colored except whites. Whites are colored just like everyone else. I don't care how pure they is. All it is pure ignorance. Same thing, our people. Our people are colored just like anyone else. Everybody, we the only racial group called each other color. Then why is it said that black can produce any other color, even white? I never heard it said white can produce any other color, even black. Whites can't produce black, but black can produce white. It's true. If you really think about it, just think about it for a second. Just think about it. You know, it gotta be a reason why they hate black so much. Cause whites been milling from the black, and blacks can be bleaching out of their brain and brainwashed out of their brain from white. For example, Michael Jackson. For example, think about this for a second. Just like there are white people out there are think they so pure, but they really not. Look at George Clooney. You can't tell me George Clooney ain't black. You can't tell me Tom Hanks ain't black. And there's another guy called Eastbound or something like that. It was a show. That brother looked like is a black person. I'm telling. And there was a white guy, C.K. Lewis. He's a Mexican, but he's white Mexican. There's a lot of that running around. At the end of the day, we all bleed red. Just like they'll say Latino people, they not black and white, but they're brown. Black and brown the same thing, just like a white and black is the same thing. Asian yellow and black and white and brown is the same damn fucking thing. They all bleed red. They all bleed red. They all do. And they have the nerve to say they don't. But they only the color that ever matters, the color that spin, and the color only matter that spin, the only color that only matter and the matters they care about is money. Doesn't matter what fucking color you is. And the only color that ever matter with blood and the blood that ever matter blood, we all bleed red. We all bleed blood together. But this racism shit, I just think that whites, blacks, everybody else needs to stop falling for this shit. There's a lot of mixed kids running around this motherfucker, and you can't tell me this not true. It's sad. It's sad there are people actually buying into this shit. Fuck the white supremacy. Fuck the black supremacy. It's bullshit. White power, black power. Look how bullshit it sounds. It's the same damn thing. How many people that know that the AAC people have been friends with Ku Klux Klan for a very long time? People don't even know that. They used to spy on black people. How many people that know that the Ku Klux Klan are the original Knight Templars? A lot of people don't know that. They did not call themselves Ku Klux Klan at that time. They was called something else. They changed it. They know exactly what they're doing. I bet your Freemasons know what the truth was. Freemasons, they behind all the conspiracy murders they did. Not all of them, because all Masons ain't like that. They're a good Mason, but I'm talking about the bad ones who really into this shit. There's a real reason why racism play a role, and whites and black and everybody else play a part of it. But it's really a social of ways of government play a role on this. They're trying to find what a race, but don't define who you are as a person. We need to look at people as everybody is equal as human beings. If you can't be equal to other people can't be equal to you. So that means you don't respect humanity, human ways, and human life. But we all bleed red. Stop buying this fucking racism shit because it's all bullshit. Because all is about is divide and conquer. Divide other people and overconquer them to other each people to turn against each other. If you don't believe me, I got a video and they did the same thing to Germany. They trying to make other Jews and Germans turn against each other, and Germans turn the other against the Germans, and Jews turn the other against the Jews. That explains it. They even do the same thing to Black Americans and African Americans. That don't make no damn sense. They did the Asians against other Asians against the British. They did the same thing to Middle East, to the Indians and Pakistans, between the whites and the and American Indians and black. They did everybody slaving everybody, everybody, even to black slavery to white slavery. It's all bullshit. Like we buying this lie that think that all black people come from slave boats. I got news for it. All blacks do not come from slave boats. Blacks was already out here before anyone else was. Come on, there were some blacks, yeah, they were slaving and brought out here, but it's impossible if you really think about it. Because who are the indigenous people? Just like they're trying to say there was white slavery. And you know the funny thing about it, they never talk about that. But I bet you they be friends with blacks. I know that's probably the reason why they were slaving white people for the first place. It's bullshit. And then you got Africans slaving other Africans because they not so-called pure. The same thing whites been slaved to other Europeans because they're not pure. Pure ignorance. That's what it is. And even Asians did the same thing. Middle East did the same thing. Even the Pacific Islanders did the same thing. Everybody slaving everybody. All slavery is being slaver of the mind. You can't think for yourself. You need somebody to think for you. That's what it's about. Think for yourself. Don't let anybody tell you you're a slave. I tell a black person this, a white person this. Don't let anybody make you a slave. You make yourself as a right as a person to right to be as a free and people look at people individually. Fuck color. I don't give a damn about color. If we say racial terms or not. Yeah, there's a lot of bigot. Yeah, there's a lot of prejudice. Yeah, there's a lot of racism. It's gonna be here for a very long time. Only way to end racism, a lot of communication, a lot of understanding. But the problem is miseducation, misunderstanding. That's what caused all this racism in the first place. No wonder. Once other races stand united together, we stand united together against this wicked mind of the systemic government, and that's what they're afraid of the most. They want us to fight each other. They want us to go there, and we fall for it. We fall for this shit. We really thought we really believe what everything it says. No, you guys read between the lines when lines can't read between each blur lines. When blur inch lines you can't read because you read all the blur what blur to you with which inch lines you couldn't read. You know, think clearly for yourself when things make it unclear to you. And that's all I got to say about that, man. God bless you. Keep doing the do. We all bleed red. We all as one and shall be one and shall be more will become. And that's all I got to say about that. It's your boy Domination. This is Back of the Base. The Chuck of the Deuces. How we do Texas, baby. Until next time, all right? All right. Peace, and I'm out.